acting honestly needs to be a core subject at school because I'll be honest, you need acting in every aspect of your life. As soon as I leveled up my acting, everything changed. Hi guys, I'm Ren. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is where we level up and become the best, baddest versions of ourselves together. If that is something you are on this year, this season, then please like, comment, and subscribe and be part of the gang. This video is all about being delusional. We know we hear a lot about it, but what is it? Is it toxic? Is it something I need to implement into my everyday life? And I am here to tell you yes, 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 and yes again, because being delusional changed everything for me. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it, girl. One, you have the power to create your own reality, your own life. That is one of my biggest affirmations. I have the power to create my dream life. I say that every single day, maybe 5 to 10 times every single day. That's where it starts. You have the power, because I grew up feeling so powerless. I grew up feeling, because I was born in a certain area to a certain family with certain circumstances, not that smart, not gifted, never noticed by any teachers, not particularly popular or liked in school. I just felt like, right, well, this is my reality. This is what I've been given. So this is it. I have to cope with it. I have to deal with it. I have to make it work whichever way I can. That is crap. You have the power. That's where it starts. Start telling yourself, start believing it. You have the power. I don't care what you're sitting in right now, what your room looks like, what your house looks like. You might not even have a house. You might not even have a room. You might be in stress, debt up into your eyeballs. Start by telling yourself you have the power. And that might be all you can do right now. You might be in the worst situation ever and you actually can't physically make any action in this moment. You can sit there and tell yourself, I have the power to create the life of my dreams. And I'll be honest, if you say that enough times, you will change everything. You will change everything, because one thing people don't understand about breakthrough is very unfortunate, but it's also fortunate in another sense, is to have a breakthrough, you have to have a breakdown. Most people get to the point of no return where they're so fed up, they're so sick of life, they're so sick of their circumstances or how people are treating them, that they have an absolute breakdown or anger explosion where they're like, I am sick. I am sick to death of this. I'm changing it. So do not worry if you're down and out, because I tell you, this is how most people get up. You have to have a breakdown to have a breakthrough 90% of the time. So just appreciate where you are and start by telling yourself you have the power. Because, girl, I'm here to tell you that you do. I believe in you, so you need to believe in you. Two, you get to choose how you feel or act. And this is coming from someone who spent most of their life, adult life, only in the last 2 years, I've changed my mindset, believing that it's my circumstances. Oh, he's annoyed me. I'm annoyed for the day. I'm irritated. She's done this. I'm so annoyed. I'm so angry. I'm so hurt. Using every little thing that's going on around me to control my day. Oh, my car's broke down. Oh, horrible day. Crap morning. This has happened. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be late. It's going to be such a crap day. Oh my God, look at the weather outside. I was such a pessimistic. I was such a pessimistic. And that's why I'm so passionate, genuinely passionate about coming on here and sharing what I have now learned, because it took me a while, it took me years, it's taught me so many books, you wouldn't even believe. So it's like, I'm sharing this with someone, because if someone shared this with me when I was a bit younger, I'd be elated, because I spent so many years just being a pessimist, thinking that things happen to me. They don't happen for me, they happen to me in the slightest inconvenience. I'm so annoyed, it's ruined my mood, it's ruined my day. There's no way out of it. No, no, honey. You can choose. You can choose. Okay, yeah, the boyfriend might have cheated on you. Okay, and that's fine. It hurts like hell. It hurts like hell. And I'm going to cry and I'm going to eat some ice cream because I can. And then I'm going to get back up and I'm going to keep it moving and I'm going to leave him and I'm going to go out there and be a badass like I am and attract the next man that appreciates my worth and understands that I choose how I feel. I choose how long I'm going to let something get me down or hurt me for. And I have the choice to get back up and be better and be better. Because I always tell people the best revenge is leveling up. You think I have time to sit down and make a plan or go and burn your car or go and do this and be on social media airing out? No, Because one thing that shows is how hurt you are. All it shows is how bothered and hurt you are by your situation. The biggest level up is leveling up in silence, and someone seeing you in a year, 6 months, 2 years. Oh, is that her? Is that Ren? She looks like that. She's doing that. Oh no, because that kills more than anything. So understand, you have the choice, and that's a big example. I'm talking about you might break your nail or someone's irritated you at work. That's their business. Hurt people, hurt people. That's one of my favorite affirmations about hurt people, hurt people. You want to be cheeky, you want to be rude, you're clearly having a bad day. So I'm going to show you compassion. I'm not going to retaliate, because I'm going to show you compassion, because I'm giving compassion. So I'm going to get compassion back. Maybe not from you with your rude ass attitude, but from somewhere else. So I'm not going to feed into that. I'm just going to understand that hurt people, or whatever. Like right now, I'm so like in a space where everything just backs off. I'm just back off. And I'm not saying you're gonna get to that place straight away, because I'll be honest, like there's certain people for me who are triggered. You might have a relationship that is so hard, it's been hard for years. I know I've got that relationship, I've had that relationship with my mum, and it just triggers me. But I'm at a place where I'm like, do you know what? I am going to try and communicate with you, and I am going to try and build that relationship. However, if I ever get to a point where I feel threatened in that conversation, or I'm feeling like you're bringing my mood and my energy down and you're not being respectful, I am leaving. Like, I don't have to put up with that. And remember that as well. Like, you don't have to put up with anyone that is disrespecting you or violating you or being unkind to you. You don't have to put up with that. So that's first of all. And then second, I can now choose how I feel. Yes, I'm not saying it's good to feel negative emotions. It is healthy. So I'm not saying never scream, never shout, never cry. Yeah, girl, I'm a crier. I'm a crier. But I'm telling you now, I might have that 10 minutes in the car. I might even have that day, because sometimes shit just gets to your whole gut. But then I'm done. I'm done now. I've had my moment. I'm done. I'm brushing it off, and I choose to feel better. I choose to get past this moment. I choose to not let this moment define me. And just start by saying it. You might not feel it, but just say it. I choose to not let this moment define me. This person will not wind me up today. That's it. And every time you get mad or you think about the situation, this person will not get me mad today. This person will not get me mad today. In Jesus' name. 3, get it all out. We all have fears, insecurities, and core beliefs that we don't even realize we have. And it's so important to get a journal. Even you might not like writing, you might want to record it, however you feel most comfortable doing this, but it's so important to get it out. It's so important to get your darkest fears, biggest worries, biggest insecurities. I've definitely done this. And just get it out, and you'll probably have a good little cry. And you know what will happen? You'll write it down and you look at the page, and you won't believe how negatively you think of yourself or what you believe about yourself. And you'll probably automatically realize it isn't true. You'll probably actually be like, oh my God, like this is what I believe in myself. And it's the first step in changing it, because we can't change unless we identify it. So you need to know it, the hardest, darkest parts. And this is why I say a journal, because some of these things I've written down, I haven't shared with anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like even bestie. So it is really good to write a journal, so you can be really authentic and raw. And I do recommend like doing it at night time or doing it in your bedroom, where you probably are going to have a breakdown, but you can really get every negative belief, insecurity, worry, fear, anxiety out on that paper. Have a good old cry and release, and then be like, right, we're changing these. So what I did before, a little task I done. So I made a column. So at first, I probably recommend just throwing it all on paper. You might want to write a bit of a story, you might write pages, just throw it all out there, however you feel comfortable. You might bullet point it. Then once you've done that and you've got the initial stuff out, make a table with 2 columns. So current beliefs. So put them all there, and then new beliefs. So for every belief you have, change it, girl. Swap it. You have the power to choose. Do you know what I mean? You might not love yourself. You might know deep down, like, I'm not in love with myself. Like, I love myself. I am enough. That might be your new belief. I am enough. I am more than enough. I am in love with me. I only need me to be happy. Do you know what I mean? I'm always broke. I'm never going to make enough money. I always can afford to pay my bills. I always have more than enough money. Money always comes back to me, whatever that is. And I'll be honest, make it realistic to you. Make it, I urge you to be as dramatic, as fantasizing as you want, but only if you know you're going to do the work to believe that belief. There's no point saying, I am broke, I am a millionaire, and then you don't believe it. You don't believe it, so then you don't say it, and then it doesn't change. But saying, being at a place where you don't have as much money as you want, but you know that every month you can pay your bills. You always can afford to pay your bills. So I always can afford to pay my bills and have more than enough money left over. I feel like most people would love to be in that situation where you pay all your bills and you still can be good. Even if you start there and that is something you can more so believe, and then you increase it as your belief grows. So this has to be so personalized for you for it to work, but that is the first step. For you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and even when you don't, you have to fake it. You have to fake it till you make it, and you have to act, go. And this is where the delusion becomes in, because you might not really believe in yourself deep down, but you know that's what you want. So you're going to say, and act like it until you get to that point. And that's all that matters. Like, trust me, if you say something enough, you will believe it. Like, if you get so obsessed with that thing and you believe in that thing so much and you keep saying it, you keep repeating it, you will get to a point where that's it. Like, that's just your reality now. Like, this is me, this is life. So be delusional and believe in yourself and dream big. Dream big. Don't dream small. Because when I was younger, I'd dream small. Oh, yeah, I can go to uni, get a little old job. What do you really want to do? Sit down, and I urge you to write your delusion story, your dream girl story. What would that look like? Would that look like working for yourself, being an entrepreneur? Would it look like going on 5-6 holidays a year? Would it look like being able to get a designer bag every time you just fancy? Would it look like sending you kids to private school, buying that dream house? What would it look like? You need to write that down and then decide that this is it now. This is what I'm going for. This is what I believe is going to happen. This is it. 5, don't share your delusions. Don't share them, because one thing about delusions is when you're just starting and your dreams and stuff, you probably don't believe in them 100%. So until you are 100% sure, for me, when it happens. Like, when it happens, oh yeah, I've been manifesting that for how long? Yeah, I knew it was going to happen, but I haven't said. Because the last thing you want to do is bring in an energy or an aura that's going to question your delusion or question your dream, and then you question it. And then that's just bringing like a whole shaky energy, because they're questioning it. You didn't really believe in it 100% anyway. So now you're like, oh my God, I feel stupid. Why? Like, it's not going to work actually. Like, I completely agree to do not. And on this journey, I have learned that everyone can't come with me. I have friends and they know what I'm into and they speak to me a bit, but that's it. Like, I don't even promote my YouTube channel, because I'm like, do you know what? People that will find me are for me and want to listen, want to up level and develop themselves. Like, I am done with the days at the start of my journey when I was trying to bring everyone on. Obviously, I've learned all this exciting information. I want to share it with others. I want to make everyone's life as easy as possible. But I quickly learned that not everyone wants to go on this journey, or they're not ready yet. And me trying to drag someone along when they're not ready is very painful, for one, them, and two, me. And it was causing a lot of friction. So I've now decided that, do you know what? Who wants to listen, who wants to follow, who's interested in that stuff naturally will. And I keep a lot of my manifestations, my delusions, my dreams private. Like, people know to some extent, but you're not going to cast your bad energy on my thing, because a lot of people don't believe in themselves. So they're like, well, how the hell could she believe in herself? How the hell can she imagine that? Because they can't even imagine moving to another city or going on 2 holidays a year. So you have to be really, really careful about who you're telling when you're entering this journey. Guys, I hope you liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.